Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, Ultimate Team of the Season is not feeling super ultimate right now, is it? I know, I called it only mid in my video yesterday, but in some ways it is definitely worse, and it's really just the similar feelings we've been having throughout the entirety of Team of the Season. But there was one specific tweet yesterday that really opened my eyes to what the problem is right now on this game. But instead of only complain about it, you guys know I'm not a huge rant video guy, but we still will talk about the things that need to be fixed and worked on and the things that EA do wrong. I also want to provide some ways that EA can maybe fix this dilemma, and one of those is by changing the way they're doing these end of an era SBC, specifically in terms of price, because we've got one more big end of an era card coming, and I think he needs to be affordable. Of course, the obvious thing is just change the pack weight, make it better. We'll talk about that today, and more content headed our way today, potentially on Sunday. An evolution that's worthy of some more hype from the leakers. They're actually hyping it up more than other Evos. It's a right-wing Evo. We got to talk about that, and the fact that our favorite investment from the past couple of days is starting to zoom on the market. Let's get into discussion, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe if you are new. Let's first get into things by looking over yesterday's Saturday content, starting off with the end of an era SBC, one of the three that we've been looking forward to. It was Thomas Müller's day yesterday. Now, this card looks incredible. You look at the stats, you look at the playstyle pluses, you're like, wow, this is the most usable Thomas Müller card ever. When you think of Thomas Müller in past FIFAs, he's always been too slow. His rating would always be so high compared to the regular stats on his card. Like, he'd be an 87 rated gold card back in previous years, but have no stats above like 85 or 86 on the card. He was always kind of like underrated, I guess, in terms of the game. Overrated in terms of number, but underrated in terms of how good he was in real life, compared to his performance on this game. So it's super emotional to have a very usable, very meta Thomas Müller card, and I think that's the issue with these end of an era cards, right? Kevin De Bruyne, a lot of us opened saved packs on Friday, so sure, he's 1.4 million coins, but that's a 99 passing card with 4 playstyle pluses, very hyped, very emotional. That's why that value maybe seems okay. I feel like more people today are not happy with the value of Thomas Müller, even though I don't think it's bad. That's the issue we run into with these end of an eras is you're driven more by nostalgia and more by emotion than necessarily like you normally would be. Is this a truly good value card? Now, nonetheless, the stats are insane. Some people probably wish he had 5-star skills, but was that really Thomas Müller in real life? I wouldn't say that it was. Striker, Cam, great playstyles, great stats, great roles, and you know, it's craftable, but as we'll talk about today, craftability in the menus, the desire, like maybe this card makes you want to go craft in the menus, but it's not going to make everybody want to craft, and with fodder upgrade packs, with the packability of Ultimate TOTS, that's a little bit of an issue there too. So, love that he's out. Love that card. Maybe the price is a little bit steep, but if that drives you to grind the menus, like absolutely go ahead and get that one done. That is absolute vibes for sure for Thomas Müller's card to appropriate his end of an era at Bayern Munich. Now, let's go to the other SBCs from yesterday. We had the 85 times 3 upgrade pack, which once again, I actually just noticed this because I didn't check it right away at content. We have the requirements here for the specific ratings on the cards. You got to turn in 85s, 5 of them. You got to turn in 86s, 3 of them. Guys, 86s are going to go to 10,000 coins again, man. I mean, right now they're only 8,000. That's up. They were 4,000 coins on Thursday. They were even 5K on Friday. Now they're up to 8,000 coins because it's yet again another SBC requiring these 85s and 6s. So now you're stuck like every day needing 85s and 86s, not only for an 85-3 eFigs upgrade, which of course a lot of us want to try and do each day, because that gives you a pretty solid chance at packing an Ultimate TOTS card. Like, odds on. Actually, let's check Foot Next really quick. If you guys have not looked at Foot Next, this is a very interesting website. You got to take it with a pinch of salt because it's taking data from all the people that are opening these packs on the web app that have a certain extension plugged in. So it's not a true data analysis in my opinion, but it at least gives you an idea of the pack odds for some of these SBC packs. Of course, we'd love to look at pack odds in the store to determine pack weight and look at that, but this is kind of a thing for SBC packs. 5.95%. I would have really expected a little bit higher than that from an 85 times 3. Nonetheless, that's an SBC that a lot of us want to get done. Still annoying, though, that it requires 85s and 86s. And then we have the Premier League TOTS upgrade from yesterday's content as well. This one, for me, is a W. It's one of the biggest Ws. It's a small dub, but it's one of the biggest Ws so far of Team of the Season. Every single day, getting a guaranteed TOTS pack, going through the different leagues of Team of the Season. So we'll have Bundesliga next. Today on Sunday. This one's an 85 and an 86 rated squad with a Team of the Season requirement in here, which is helping our investment on Team of the Seasons. I do want to mention that. Oh, speaking on the price of Thomas Müller, I had this tweet pulled up that I wanted to share with you guys. Some people are not liking the price of Thomas Müller because they're comparing some other players that have similar playstyle pluses to him in the game, and they're a lot cheaper. Like this Evander card is 23,000 coins, and of course this Thomas Müller is 1 million. He's saying SBCs need to be cheaper. I agree that SBCs do need to be a little bit cheaper, but I don't think that those two cards are in equal comparison, and that's where I also bring in once again the topic of the emotion, the nostalgia for certain players, because Evander is not Thomas Müller. So I know that you can make that comparison and say he's overpriced for sure, but it really just comes down to, are you a fan of Thomas Müller? Does that card interest you, or does it not? Does it make you want to grind the crafted menus, or does it not? Now, let's go to Evos, where we did have that CDM Evo that was leaked. It's only 25,000 coins, and that's, I think, the best part of this evolution. It's not an insane one, but it does give pretty good playstyle pluses. Of course, you've got Anticipate, Impress, Proven Base, and Slide Tackle in here, but then you've got Tiki Taka, Anticipate Plus actually, and Pinged Pass Plus. So I actually was checking through a few of the cards on my account here, and since I've got some position changes in here, like that Doomfries looks pretty good statistically there. Archie Gray looks solid. Romero doesn't look that insane because the pace. I think that's one of the things that's lacking a little bit on this Evo. It's only 25,000 coins, but the pace boost, I think we would have liked to see something better on it for the max stat limit inside of this. But again, for a cheap price, if you already have a card with good pace and good stats, like for me, another Evo here for Yunus Musa that I could put him into. We looked into the Petite card right there. Conte, I mean, he would be a little bit low on pace too. So there's absolutely cards that you can find that look good in this. I think the number one that is super hyped right now is Firmino. Guys, this Firmino card has been one of the most legendary items of the entirety of FC25 for how he got his upgrades, the double 99 stats, and now how he's fitting into evolutions through the position change Evo in the season pass, and then into the latest two CDM Evos that have just come out. Like, that's a really good card, to be honest. And then, of course, you could put playstyle pluses on him, unless he has too many playstyles. I think he would only have 9. Is that correct? Yeah, then you'd be able to put playstyle pluses on him through the season. You give him finesse, you give him intercept, you give him incisive, quick step if he really wanted that, at left wing. Like, that's one heck of a card, and that's the reason that his fantasy card now is going upwards of like 150, 160,000 coins on the market. He's gone up like 50K in the past couple of days because these Evos with position changes have really made his price pop. So you can see it here, 100K up to 150K. That's the thing. One of the things I mentioned about the season pass that I love is those position change Evos. That's going to continue to affect cards on the market as we go throughout this season, because there's going to be more players like that where there's realizations of, oh, dip, they fit a really good evolution with combinations from the season pass. So that's that. We did have an objective yesterday for a brand new card in the Ultimate TOTS Flash Rush mode. I wondered where this Pepe Reina was. This is where he is. It was a Saturday, right? We get the Flash Rush every single Saturday. Goalkeeper card links to the end of an era of Iran if he did that SBC way back when. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of just mid-90 stats goalkeeper cards. We have some other ones with 99 reflexes like Vicario. Still, I think Van der Sar is really insane. De Gea being in packs as a team in the season ultimate card and very packable is a good one there. But just to get a couple games done in Rush, these are some decent packs to get, and at least a very interesting card there. End of an era for Pepe Reina. So that was content yesterday on Saturday, but it was something I saw on Twitter, and I want to go straight to it and get into the conversation. Kind of the situation with Ultimate TOTS, because I know yesterday I said, oh, Ultimate TOTS, I have a decent feeling about it, right? The 85 combos, they were pretty good. I did maybe just have a little bit of extra pack luck yesterday, and I'll open these 85 times 5 combos here to see if we can hit blues real quick from these 4, but I think it was the fact that the KDB came out. I was super excited for him. And, you know, when you pack a couple of good things, it completely changes your perspective. So for all of you guys, and I'm going to talk about one thing that I tweeted about yesterday, for all of you guys that have packed something sick during this 2 days of Ultimate TOTS so far, like, be excited, be over the moon, and be happy. But I think a lot of us that haven't, and just a lot of us in general, are kind of feeling the lack of desire to want to grind the game, whether it's the menus, whether it's the gameplay, because of the rewards or because of the pack weight. I think those are the big things. And this tweet yesterday from Nick RTFM, I'm going to pull it up here and show you after this last pack. So no blues for me today in the 85 times 5. So back down to earth for me in terms of the pack luck too. But this tweet really made me realize, man, specifically for rewards, I'm going to blow this up and go full screen. You won't be able to see him. But what I really want to show you guys here is what is in these packs. These are reward packs from FUT Champs for getting the equivalent of rank 1, which I know we're going to talk about it. Not everybody can get rank 1, but it just kind of puts into perspective what the rank 1 packs used to be and what the rank 1 packs are now. Like, look at this. This is back in FIFA 19. He's packing TOTS Cristiano Ronaldo from a... What was that back then? FIFA 19, we still playing 40 games? Was it 30 games a week in League? Anyways, you were making like millions and millions of coins. This guy got Ronaldo, Suarez, and Messi. Duplicate Messi, but tradable. This is a tradable card right here from rewards, from getting, you know, maxed wins in FUT Champs. That's kind of what we're looking at here. Like, is that even possible right now? Like, if you got rank 1 right now, would you even think you had a chance at 2 of the 97 rated? Because TOTS cards aren't even 99 rated anymore. Even in FIFA 20 right here with TOTS so far, remember the COVID cards, like, look at this pack pull. Like, this, he wasn't even excited. This is how different it tells you, right? If you would see Nick's reaction on this tweet, go look at this tweet if you want. 99 VVD, he's like, oh, that's cool, because that's what you expected from these rewards. And then Messi's in behind it, and he's pretty excited for that, right? But look at the prices on these TOTS cards, by the way. This kind of goes to show a few things, too. When he compares price here, by the way, there's a 99 De Bruyne, right? 99 VVD, 1.6 million coins for that card right there. 99 Messi, 2 mil. Not even selling for 2.5, 2.6 mil. Messi this year is one of the most rare cards in the market, and he is 4 million coins plus right now. And this was a 99 rated Messi. Now, there's a lot of reasons we could get into things. There's a lot more coins in the market this year because of the way that EA have done rewards. From a market perspective, there are reasons of why the market's different and prices are different, but that's not really here what I'm to discuss. What I really want to talk about is the champs picks and the champs rewards just not feeling like it's worth grinding. Even if you're a guy like me who's not even sniffing out rank 1. Like, there's no way I'm even getting close to rank 1. I'm hoping to get 8, maybe 10 wins. Hopefully 10 wins. 8 should be a lock. But hopefully trying to get 10 wins this weekend. But even I've seen some of you guys tweet me your rewards, and I'm like, I don't think I have a good shot at getting some great rewards. Like, La Liga Team of the Season was the best set of red picks this year. And sure, we had the extra champs objective, but like, and we were excited to see this on Friday, but now after seeing the rewards and the weight from rewards, it doesn't seem like it's that good. Speaking of weight, we talk about the pack weight, right? We were excited to have the biggest Ultimate TOTS release ever. 60 Team of the Season cards in packs, right? Biggest release ever. But what has it really done? Watered down the pack weight so that almost nobody is packing these super high rated cards. Now, sure, I did drop a tweet yesterday because I really wanted to see. I was like, all right, I want to see what you guys are pulling from these, because I was seeing some of the YouTube comments like, Nate, the pack weight sucks. I was like, I had Barcola yesterday, and I thought that was pretty good for the first day of just some safe packs. I looked down through here. There's some people that are packing some pretty good stuff, right? Some good red picks here and there, but it's not happening semi-consistently, and it's more people are packing not good stuff than are packing the good stuff. And I think it just comes down to a couple of things of, at this stage of the game in June, we don't want to be sitting here chasing after 95 rated just fodder cards that still might be kind of usable if you're on like a new account or something like that. We're wanting to chase after these elite tier cards. It's the summertime and silly season. We want things like the 97 Lamine Yamal to be somewhat accessible when you feel like you have a chance. That's the thing too. When it comes down to pack weight, sure, EA has to find this great equation and formula, because they can't give everybody the craziest cards, because then they're going to have no reason to level up. Like if you're EA, think about it for a second. You can't give everybody team of the season Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo or Lamine Yamal right now, because you got to give them something to grind for, right? And something to chase after. Now, once you get this card, then you want to use it. That's part of the chase too. But that's the equation that EA is probably trying to always figure out. How can we give them good stuff, give us good stuff, but then not give them too much good stuff that they don't want to keep playing the game because they feel like they've conquered the game, right? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to think about how EA would think about it. But I feel like with Ultimate TOTS so far, EA has been not succeeding in keeping us motivated to grind. Like, I just opened those 85 times 5s right there. It's becoming even a chore because we have so many upgrade packs to do every single day. You got the 85 times 5s, you got the 85 times 3 that just came out, you got the 83 times 14. But in order to get those done, if you don't want to actually go and buy TOTS cards or Team Leaks on the market, you got to go do the 84 plus Team of the Week. You got to do the crafting upgrade, the grind upgrade, the bronze. There's just so many steps. But when the end goal is not feeling like you're rewarded for spending time in the menus and you're only packing fodder, it doesn't feel worth it. But here's the thing, how do you fix that, right? We said that I wanted to mention some things in this video that would be some advice for EA to like fix some things they could do. Yeah, turning the pack weight out would be a start, but there's no way they're going to do that in the middle of a promo. I don't know if they've ever in the middle of a promo just seemingly pushed the lever up for pack weight. So I'm not going to expect that to happen. So that's the struggle that we've been having all of Team of the Season that really just makes us frustrated, isn't it, right? It doesn't feel like the grind, even with an 82 times 20, our favorite SBC of the year from Team of the Year, it doesn't feel worth it because the rewards aren't great and the requirements are frustrating, right? That's the part we were talking about yesterday that was still frustrating and is today. If they would have released the 82 times 20 unlimited repeatable, just like Team of the Year with the same rewards, it would have been a lot more exciting and it would have been great to craft the KDB and the Müller, even at the prices that they are at, a whole lot easier. But it's, again, just the worth. It doesn't feel like your grind is worth it. Now, sure, I say all that. There are still things that motivate me right now in this game to get to the end of the season pass. I'm actually kind of enjoying this grind because I've gotten a nice head start here. We're already level 11. I know some of you guys are further, but like I'm kind of enjoying getting a couple of these SP objectives completed. I'm still looking forward to trying to get good weekend league rewards this week, getting lucky. I'm still looking forward to using the brand new Kevin De Bruyne with a 99 passing, the Modric, maybe if I end up getting done Van Persie, probably would do Thomas Müller ahead of him, but I'm still looking forward to some of that stuff. But it just feels like some of that motivation is a little bit empty as well, knowing that, like, am I actually going to get enough fodder from doing the grind this week to pack that stuff? That's kind of the situation. And when is EA going to finally take the training wheels off? Because we are in June. I'm not saying that we need an 85 times 10 unlimited repeatable. Save that for footies, okay? That's not for now. I know that that's not something to really expect right now because we haven't even had an 85 times 10 SBC, I don't think, this year. But like the 82 times 20 being unlimited repeatable with the old requirements, we would have loved that. What would be the harm in that right now? Like, that would cook, you know what I'm saying? So when's EA finally going to just take the training wheels off of this thing and say, you know what, it's summertime, let's let it just kind of run free? So maybe they're going to do that soon with Shapeshifters, but I think that, and all we're just discussing here, really is what I was feeling as I was looking at the comments on yesterday's content and seeing tweets and even just noting how I felt on a promo Friday of Ultimate TOTS yesterday. Like, there were some things that excited me for sure, but then at the end I was kind of like, after the stream I was just like, that's not as excited as I should feel after Ultimate Team of the Season. So let me know in the comments what you think. Are you agreeing with this? How are you feeling? That's something I should have asked earlier as well, because I want to hear you guys' thoughts and your feedback on this, because a lot of your comments really give me the vibe of how you're feeling at the moment on the game. I always say focus on the stuff that like motivates you the most. So what did I go and do? I went and traded. That's where I find some of the most enjoyment from this game, making some coins, finding ways in the market to succeed, and then also being able to do the fun things like buy the players I want to buy, open the packs in the store that I want to open because we have the coins to do so. So that's what it is for me. If it's evolutions for you, if it's SBCs for you, like find that and maybe hone in on that a little bit more right now in the time of the game where it just doesn't feel as worth it. But for real, let me know in the comments how you're feeling, positive, negative. I just wanted to kind of air that out today because I didn't want to just say, oh, hey guys, it's TheFutAccountant, here's another video, without really just talking about how I actually feel about TOTS. And it's kind of been slowly building up through TOTS to this point, even though I'm a very genuinely positive person almost all the time. So let me know your comments down below about that. I'll stop yapping. Let's move into what is today's content, and again, at ways where EA could change some things, because I think with this Modric SBC, one thing they can do to turn the corner a little bit is make this thing affordable, okay? I know Müller, 1 million coins. Kevin De Bruyne, 1.4. Modric, I'm going to expect another million coin SBC. When I look at this card, it looks great. I don't think it wows me as much as Müller or Kevin De Bruyne does. 96 pass and dribble is going to be phenomenal. 91 pace and 91 defending. Like, he's got great playstyle pluses, don't get me wrong, but I'm hoping this Modric SBC ideally would be like 400 to 500k. Like, if we're in that price range for this Modric and he's that affordable, he might go down as one of the best SBCs of the summer, because you know how good he is in game and how much hype he has for sure. He may have just as much, if not more hype than Kevin De Bruyne, and I just hope that he's affordable. I think that's one of the things they can do. If they're going to keep pack weight the way that it is, we can get a 500k SBC on him pretty quick. Sure, that means everybody would be rocking around with this 96 Mahrez in their team, but it's the summertime. I don't care about that, because you got Evos that you could put in your team ahead of him. There's ultimate TOTS cards if you get lucky enough in packs, and there's other SBCs that are going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. You got new Shapeshifter cards that are, of course, going to be interesting to try too, because EA have gave us some incentive to try those out. So, like, make this Modric cheap. Like, what is there to lose? I think that's the real saying I keep coming back to. What is there to lose? I'm going to guess he's going to be 1 million coins, but if EA would really like to do the business, 500-600k for Modric, that would be phenomenal. Now, the other part of content I want to look at today is this leak right here. I think this is going to come today because they leaked the CDM Evo, then it dropped. Now we have this leak. Hopefully this is dropping today. But notice this. This isn't just any normal Evo leak. They're saying this evolution is good. Normally, they don't take the time to type out "this Evo is good" on these Foot Police leak tweets. He just says either stats boost, big stat boost. He's saying this Evo is good. Okay, what's making it good? Well, finesse, rapid, low driven, those are great playstyle pluses. He did say that a lot of people will fit this. I think you will upgrade him. So maybe the upgrade here for this Rodrigo card is really good. Lamine Yamal, he says, yes, most players will fit. Keep in mind max 3 positions. 97 pace players are going to fit. Does that mean that 99 stat players are going to fit as well? You got a 96 Rafinha there. Team of the Year Bale, he's at 3 positions, so that's not going to fit there. You will complete this Evo unless your right wing is crazy good. So he's really hyping up this Evo, and that's pretty good. This Evo is for players that have already 87 plus stats. So he's really hyping up this evolution, and I think that warrants our concern on the market a little bit too. If you have a right wing card, first of all, that would maybe fit this Evo as a max 92 rated leak, look at Griezmann, from 450,000 coins upwards of almost 700,000 coins. You could always sell on the hype. You could, but again, maybe not if this Evo is actually going to be as good as it is. Even 92 Graham Hansen has gone up a ton, even though her TOTS card's pretty cheap. So just be careful with some of these 92 rated right wings, and mostly be careful with other right wings, right mids that you might have in your team. Other those meta cards like this Elise. We're going to talk about the market in a second. It was a really good day for the market yesterday if you were trading out there, or if you held on to something that you bought on Friday for your team. Really good price movements. But like, this is a card that would 100% be affected if that Evo is as good as it is kind of being hyped up to be. Now, really quickly, last parts of content today on Sunday to be watching out for. The first thing we should mention is a cup. Cups have been coming out on either Sundays or Mondays. I don't know what sort of requirements they would do for Ultimate Team of the season. Maybe make you play with like one player from each of the weeks of Team of the season in your Ultimate Team. If they actually have some interesting requirements and don't allow us to play with our main teams and without changing out 1 or 2 players, that would be nice. Like, again, make the cups a little more restrictive to make us change up our teams a little bit. Different ways each week is fine, but it feels like the last couple of cups have not really made us change our teams that much, at least in my opinion. Sure, we had the Saudi one last week with the MLS, and that was interesting, but you just put in 2 players and then you were good. You could still use your Hullets and your Henrys. Well, you couldn't use Henry because he was 95, but you could at least use Hullet and stuff like that. So watch out for a cup today or tomorrow. And also, speaking of Sunday content, Icon SBCs are going to expire today. Only the 91 plus. The 93 plus is still out, but the 91 plus goes away. Will they maybe add this back with either a 1 of 4? Will they add in the Immortals cards? I think that's something to kind of watch today. But personally, for me, if I'm doing an icon pick right now, I'm doing the big boy one, the 93 plus. And to be fair, all the fodder for me right now is just going into SBCs anyway for KDB, Müller, or the Modric. So I don't think for most of us that's a super big motivating factor at the moment. But let's talk about the markets. We mentioned right wings. We mentioned that the ultimate TOTS cards in yesterday's video might be seeing some fluctuations. Remember how I was looking at Salah on the video for 1.2 something mil? Yeah, I should have just put all my coins into him there because he rose back up very nice. He was even 1.47. He went up 200,000 coins. A lot of the ultimate TOTS cards yesterday exploded. Look at Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah went from 428 into the midday, 480, came all the way back down to 400, rebounded back up. Like, sure, he is down. Now he's only 400,000 coins and dipping a little bit below that. But you had some fantastic fluctuations yesterday on a whole bunch of cards, and they haven't really dropped as much as I thought they maybe would. Harry Kane from 1-1 back to 1-4. And now he's down to 1.23. He's actually almost 1.3 still. But, that sort of thing, I thought these cards maybe would drop off a little bit more. They're still holding their prices pretty well, and that's another point to make about how the pack weight is right now in this game. The market feels a little more safe than I thought it was going to be. Of course, you want to be careful with any of the Ultimate TOTS cards that are in packs because you would expect that they would still be losing value as we head throughout the weekend. You have the rewards and stuff that everybody's opening. So I think you can be very careful with those and kind of operate with those as we've been mentioning. Those prices are probably just going to continue to drop as we head throughout this week with certain bigger drops at different points in the weekend. But for the out of packs market, like I just picked up a Hakimi. These cards are incredible to trade with. The road to the knockouts continue to be, in my opinion, some of the best to trade with on this game. Their fluctuations are immense. Joao Neves just went up 100K. Meilu just went up 50,000 coins. He was 347,000 coins when I started this video. Now he's 390,000 coins. And I mean, looking even through some like the Chelsea team, the Women's Champions League cards here. Guys, if you want to make coins right now, it is easy, okay? All you got to do is just go bid. Don't even have to snipe. Just look at some graphs and figure out what a player's low and high price is as they fluctuate throughout the day, and just go get on bids. That's all you have to do to make coins right now in this game, because nobody wants to grind the market at this late stage of the game. It doesn't feel worth it to people to be doing that. But if you do that, you're going to make coins. Go bid on anything, whether it's fodder, whether it's team of the season cards that are in packs, whether it's out of packs TOTS cards, out of packs road to the knockouts. Just go bid. You spend 10, 15, 20 minutes bidding. You pick 5 to 10 cards. You're going to make coins. Literally guaranteed. Now, speaking of another guaranteed way to make coins, who bought TOTS cards? Maybe put like a little hand emoji in the chat if you bought chat, comments. This is YouTube. In the comments, if you bought team of the season cards for 13 to 14,000 coins when we were shouting, buy TOTS cards. They're rising real nice. 19K. This is even more of a rise than I expected after seeing how low the 95 rated TOTS cards got on Friday with the pack supply. 19K now for team of the season cards. That's phenomenal. Keep holding, keep lazy listing. We're not thinking of selling those just yet. Like, I only picked up a couple myself because I'm not really a fodder investor, but we do have a couple 94s here for 14K. And if those cards could go to 20,000 today, who says they couldn't go to 25,000 coins during the week? Unless EA do something to stop the rise and put some sort of tradable TOTS pack out. That'd be the only thing that I'd be a little bit worried about. But for right now, TOTS cards are looking great. And for the rest of the fodder market, I don't think squad battle rewards is going to impact a whole lot today, but you could try to get on bids for 85s at min price. These cards are almost 3,000 coins, and they're in demand each and every day. Try to get on bids for these low 2K range. Hopefully sell above 3,500 coins later in the week. 86s are probably going to end up going to 9 to 10K at some point. Maybe tomorrow, Monday-ish, Tuesday. We'll see how they move. But even if these go back down to 7K, I think you get on a bid for those with those rewards today. Last thing I want to mention, this is kind of back to the team of the season situation. Team of the week cards. Team of the seasons are 19K, but team of the weeks are 12. There is a shout here. There is a shout. If you could pick up maybe the highest rated team of the week card you can, like 86 team of the weeks for like 12K, I think that's actually a good investment, because if Team of the Season cards are that high, Team of the Week cards should start to creep up too, because some of the SBCs like the 85x5, the 83x14, where you can use a Team of the Week or a TOTS card, more people are going to start realizing, oh yeah, Team of the Weeks are cheaper. Let me just go buy a Team of the Week, because still people are buying these cards to do those SBCs each and every day. Those cards could actually start to go up as well. So that's one thing worth mentioning in my opinion. So that's the video for me today, guys. I hope we have a surprise Sunday content, and I hope things do turn around. But with how Team of the Season has been as a whole, I honestly don't have high expectations for the Modric SBC and for the pack for the rest of this week. It's those sort of things that we want to see change on. Sure, we could have good evos, and that could be a nice thing, but I just want to kind of mention that today, air it out, because that's just genuinely how I've been feeling, and I think a lot of you guys are in that boat as well. And I think I'm more hyped for Shapeshifters now, because seeing so many people talk about this Immobile card, that like the shouts are Immobile is like the best right back in the game is what I'm hearing. And the fact that these Shapeshifter cards have all, did I already claim Immobile? Where is he at? Oh, Dip, he's right here. Yeah, let's claim Immobile right now. I'm hearing this card is so good. Everybody's tweeting about him, and he was the one that when we looked at the first bit of the season here, we thought we were going to pick, but yeah, that's definitely my choice here. I love the Shapeshifter chemistry and the roll plus pluses in every position, so I'm excited to try out these cards and move into Shapeshifters, honestly, and kind of forget TOTS as a thing in the past already, and we're only 2 days into Ultimate Team of the Season. Anyways, sorry for the long gap today. Just wanted to get through it all. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling, and let's have a great Sunday. I will see you guys in a video tomorrow. Best of luck with your packs today. Keep tweeting me if you get good stuff. If you're excited and you got good stuff, keep tweeting me, because I want to keep seeing that. But for me, I'm still chasing something a little bit better than just 96 Sparkola and more fodder to get SBCs done. That's the video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up, comment below if you had a question, and subscribe if you do. Can't even speak now. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you guys in the video tomorrow. Peace out.